We have special guests today. Now, you may be wondering why these three are showing up in August. And that is because we have a trip coming up. Starting several years ago, before our first trip to Disneyland, they made a stop back at our house to bring us a souvenir all the way back from their trip to Disneyland, Disney World. So every time we go, they always make a trip and bring some kind of a little souvenir for the kids. Today they are bringing trading pins for the kids, and for me they brought Disney lesson plans, which really just come from the Disney unit we did a few years ago. I pulled out some bits and pieces to do today, so I thought I would take you along while we do Disney school.
Wait, you hide. Where did you put Matthews?
I didn't put it anywhere.
Elf, where are you? You come like shadow.
Check your desks.
Charlie!
If it's on the business desk, it's fine.
Charlie! What are you putting today?
How many lanterns hang from the Liberty Tree in Liberty Square?
Liberty Square has a big tree with a ton of lanterns.
None, 5, 13, or 50?
50.
50.
The answer is 13. The 13 lanterns hanging from the majestic oak
to the snows of Kilimanjaro. I have spent
colors and colors that really don't agree or complement the brake fins that stop the train. We've got to make sure that these brake fins, there's no contamination on them at all. And then mainly we check for all axle bolts, every day.
Last time.
3, 2, 1.
Do you think Charlie liked that?
Yes. Now I'm gonna go with Charlie. I go up to it.
So as you've seen, a lot of what we've done so far today are different videos that I found, bits and pieces of some of the longer ones, like the IMAX one on Mount Everest. We didn't do the whole thing of it. But I want to show you some other resources that we are using, and then tell you our plans for the afternoon. First up, burn bombs. We got it from the library. It's, it's the classic. You can't go wrong with it. We've done some map work with locating different places, practicing with northeast, southwest, that kind of stuff. And then, that's basically all we've done with that one. And next up is the Walt Disney World Trivia book by Lou Mangelli. You may know him from the WDW Radio podcast. It's an excellent one if you don't listen to it. And we've just been going through here and learning about some different things with it. He has really good information in here, including some history of the parks and such. So I've just been pulling those out randomly on the kids. And then some of it we've been able to pull in some geography, look up some places on the map, especially the parts from Animal Kingdom in Africa. So that, and then next I've been reading out of a couple different of these, and they're called Celebrations Magazine by Celebration Press. They are fantastic. The cover is a nice thick cardstock type cover. The pages are a real glossy thing, and things in here are just so good. There's some that's just more Disney news, but then they do calendar events, but then they do other things like biographies of different Disney legends, nice write-ups about different restaurants. They go real in depth on these, and they always do a featured attraction, a great movie ride that's closing. I didn't realize it closed right before our trip, but they're just so good. If if you are a Disney fan, I would highly recommend these. You can get the print. I will leave the link. You can get the print, but you can also get digital if you prefer. But I really just love the print ones. I save them and we just keep rereading them over and over. So, reading all of that. And then I started reading this to the kids, Who Was Walt Disney. We really like these Who Was biography series. They're real good. So I started reading that to the kids. And then for a book, we are reading this one, The King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, like great illustrated classics to go along with Fantasyland. And then when we start back, we're going to talk about energy and roller coasters. We're going to do a couple videos on this imaginary playlist from Disney and from the Disney Parks site. Like we're going to watch this one about designing 7 dwarf mine train cars and how they... We're also going to watch a couple on the history of the park, again from the Disney Parks channel. They have a lot of really good things in here. We're going to watch the ones about the steam trains and railroads. Now, I'm not much of an artist at all, but they have this section called their Animation Academy where they walk you through how to do different ones. So today we are going to do Sorcerer Mickey. The last thing that I'm planning on working on is called Our World Neighbors. It comes from the Brady Tourist website. And they put together this thing where they have just different, it's the same, the countries for each of them in Epcot World Showcase, and it's the same questions that you just have to research. So I'm going to give Elizabeth a country and Ben a country, and then Matthew and I will work together, and we'll just go through and see what we can find and research and kind of report back and show it on the map and that sort of thing. The last thing we're going to do is make a stop motion film. I downloaded this app. It is free. There is a paid version, but I wanted to try out this version first. So we're going to play around with that. I thought the kids might enjoy it and kind of give them a sense of animation. I wanted to highlight one other resource, and that is called Pixar in a Box, and it's on Khan Academy, and I just found this out today. It is really for like upper elementary, middle school, high school type of things, but so it's set up, like Khan is. There's some videos and they give you some activities, and there are all kinds of them. So they walk you through all the parts of writing movies and animation and effects. I think this is fantastic. If you have an older child who is into movies and animation type of stuff, I think it would be a fantastic thing.
Then go ahead and make everything look all perfect. Don't really worry about it too much.
I wanted to share what we drew from using the animation videos. I will link this playlist. I am pretty impressed actually with what we ended up with. Let's see, we did Sorcerer Mickey. That was Elizabeth's. No, that was Matthew's. I helped him some, but he did most of that, and he's 7. There's Elizabeth. I don't know where Ben's is. And then there's mine, and I have been told all my life that I'm not an artist. But I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty happy. And then we did Minnie Mouse. That was Matthew's. He did more of Minnie Mouse than he did of Mickey. But I still think he did a pretty good job. His coloring kind of distorts things, but not bad. And then Elizabeth's and my Minnie Mouse. I will make sure and include the link because I think that the artist did a really nice job with teaching the drawing.